Welcome to Wolves Weekly. I'm Barrett Henderson, Director of Media Relations here at Western Oregon University. Joined this week by assistant coach from Wolves softball, Abigail Farler. Abigail, great to have you. You're making your debut. I know this is pretty intense. You're excited.
Yes.
Look at one-word answers. This is going to be great. I can't wait. So first off, let me say I should have had a phone book to even up the height, but we'll get this going here. Abigail, you guys had a big weekend last weekend. You clinched a postseason berth with a win last Friday at Western Washington. Talk about how great that is for the program and what it means to the team.
Well, it felt really good this far away from the end of season to clinch that, because our girls have worked really hard through the month of March to set that tone and set the stage for that. So it was a great feeling for them to clinch it after a great quality win against Western Washington on Friday in a hard-fought win by 1 run. So that was a great way to end the day, hearing that news and knowing what we had earned.
Yeah, not an easy place to win either, so that's great. And also from a personnel kind of coaching standpoint, it's got to be great this early in the season to make travel plans for postseason.
Absolutely. It alleviates a little bit of stress knowing this far in advance that we will definitely be going, and we can prepare ourselves for that.
Now, Central Washington on Saturday, you guys had 2 setbacks. Central Washington team playing very, very good softball right now, receiving votes in the national poll, just as Western Oregon was not too long ago. Right now in the conference, Central Washington right there, St. Martin's playing very well, Western Washington playing very well. Taking a look at the standings right there, Western Oregon sitting on top. But just a competitive conference right now.
Absolutely. Those top 4 teams are, on any given day, anyone could beat each other. They're all very quality teams. The whole conference, though, even the bottom of the conference can give some of the top teams a run for their money, and you have to come and show up and compete every day, and we definitely didn't do that on Saturday, and it showed, and that's how we dropped 2 games. They're a quality team, but we definitely did not bring our best game when we played them.
Now coming up this week, another quality opponent. We just talked about St. Martin's, a team that plays very, very well at home. Able to get 2 wins here against St. Martin's. As you take a look at the remaining schedule, those are 3 conference opponents. Western Washington will be here on the 26th, followed by Simon Fraser on Senior Day on the 27th. Both those live on Woo TV. But talking about this weekend, St. Martin's, a team, like I just said, very, very good, especially at home. What are you guys planning on doing to pick up some wins there in Lacey?
Well, first thing we have to do is we've got to bring our intensity back. We didn't have that this last weekend, and we know that when we're intense and we play with fight and we play with heart, that we're a completely different team, and we feel confident that we can beat anyone when we play like that. We can play with the top teams in the country. So we've got to bring that intensity every game from here on out, especially against St. Martin's, because we know that they finish games really well and that they are a tough team. They're going to fight all the way through the last inning, last out of every single game. And they've got a lot of great athletes, so we've got to come prepared and come confident and fight for every win.
Now I didn't get a chance to talk to Lonnie in here after the Tournament of Champions, but that was kind of, as you just mentioned, when you guys have your A game going, it really shows. You play 2 opponents that are good teams, but probably winnable games. Mm-hmm. You drop both those games, and then you beat the number 8 team in the country in Humboldt State.
Right.
Talk about what the experience was there in Turlock playing against some of the best teams in the region.
Well, when we come confident and we bring all pieces of our game, our pitching is there, our hitting is there, our defense is there, everybody's confident and they're clicking, we really can play with anyone. Statistically and on paper, I think we should have beat some of the other teams, but we didn't bring the intensity, and those teams showed up and were ready to fight. And so I think that was a good reminder to us that we have to show up for every game, and you can't take any game for granted, and we need to remember that as we finish the season here.
A last question for you, Abigail. This being your first year here with the Wolves, talk about what it's been like. Obviously a fantastic season right now for Western Oregon softball. To be a part of that, it's got to be pretty nice.
Absolutely. It's an incredible group of girls that we're coaching this year. The senior leadership is outstanding. They're a lot of fun. They bring a lot of heart to the game, and they should want to share their experience. And you can see it when we're turning double plays and when we start off an inning and just start putting people on bases and just keep it going and rolling through the whole lineup. And it's a lot of fun to work with these girls. It's been a great experience. It's been a great experience working with Coach Sargent and Coach Kutz and Coach Pomeroy. I think we all complement each other and bring a lot of different angles to the field every day.
Well, we've enjoyed having you in here today. We might have to have you next week. You bring a little bit more personality than Lonnie has.
Thank you.
Yeah. So again, thanks, Abigail, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
That'll do it for this week.